Alrighty, Chapter 2 has a total of 24 collectibles, and right off the bats, in the beginning of Chapter 2, you'll have to pick up the Kinesis module. Again, don't worry, this is something you have to pick up. So, this is numero uno of Chapter 2. Moving on to the second collectible, we're going to have to use the Kinesis module, which, like I said, which is why, it's part of the story. We're going to go on top, and this is where the pulse rifle is going to be. Again, just a heads up, I am not going to be able to pick up the weapons just because I am doing a new save or a new game plus, so I won't necessarily show, but for you guys that are new, are just barely doing this, or just playing just on a new game, as soon as she is done talking, this is where you're going to pick it up. So just a heads up and why I won't be. And yes, I have a level 6 suit armor as well. So apologize. But hopefully you've been watching this from the beginning. So I don't have to explain myself. But there's the pulse rifle, ladies and gentlemen. Continuing the story, this is where you'll need to use your Kinesis module. And just up ahead, this is where the first circuit breaker is going to happen. So just continue until you make it to that part. Careful, there is an enemy that's going to pop out. And once you are done with it, turn over to the left, to that room that we saw. So the left of the circuit breaker, we're going to go in there. And that's where the first node of this chapter is going to be. So make sure to go pick it up. It's going to be behind, I guess, that shelf. And there you go. From that same spot, we're just going to turn back, and this time we're going to get, this is what I like to call Transformers. I don't know if it's really that, but it's just the energy thing that gives it power. We're going to go over to the circuit breaker, and we're going to give power to the one that says doors. Now we're going to head back the same way we just came from, but instead of going the other way, we're going to go to this door. And once you open this door, because remember, it's being powered by the circuit breaker, this is where our first log of this chapter is located. Now make your way back to the circuit breaker, and we're going to flip the switches now. We're going to power up the elevator, and we're going to go on top. Luckily, this one isn't like one of those long ones that take forever. Just go on top, and just careful. There's going to be some enemies that are going to pop out here, so make sure to take it down. Use your Kinesis module to slide over the platform, and we're going to go straight, and then we're going to take a right. Now the door's going to be open, so just careful. There's going to be an enemy, so just take it down, and we're going to want to go straight on that door that we see right now. Sorry, I'm taking my sweet time killing this dude. I thought stomping would do something, but it's not. So we're going to open the door. We're going to go over to the right side, and there on the patient, I guess, bed, that's where our log is at. After that, just continue going through the story. You're going to pass through this, I guess, airlock system. Now, it's going to be on your way back, most likely, because as you can see, you're going to have to jump on top. So just follow exactly where I go, and we're going to be pretty solid. As this one is a little confusing, that's why I'm taking a little bit more time on this one, So hopefully, like I said, I want to make this easy for you guys, right? So we're just going to go through this, go through the door. The zero gravity thing is still going to be there. And we're going to actually use it a lot, so careful, there's an enemy that's going to pop out. And we're going to go over to this, I guess, this is where the elevator is supposed to be, but since, zero gravity, just use the waypoint in case if you are stuck. And, we are going to go this way anyway, so just go down from that point. We're going to open the door, and this is where our first schematic for this chapter is going to pop out. And again, this is where the pulse rounds are supposed to be. I already have them, so I do apologize, but this is where you'll find them. Now continue with the story, and you'll get to this part. As soon as you get here, it's all going to turn red, and you're going to have to fight a couple like waves of the enemies, so don't worry. It's like this is where you have to be, and this is part of the story regardless. We're going to make all the way to the back, and there's going to be an elevator. Now, from this elevator, there's going to be a couple actual collectibles in this one, but we're going to go straight first, and we're going to go to this room over here. This is where the mark is going to be located. And once again, if you're not playing this on New Game Plus, you don't have to worry about this. You can do this later down the road. As you can see, there's a text lock there, but for now, we're going to go into the back of this secret room, apparently, and this is where the marker for this chapter is located. Now, right from the marker, just like I said, go back, and before you actually get it, just play this. I'm not entirely sure if this is, by playing these holograms, it's going to activate anything, but I don't really think so either. But here's the log regardless, so just make sure to just play it, just in case. Now from that same spot, just exit the room, and we're going to go straight across as there is this other log over here, and this one is the start for one of the side missions. But for right now, just pick it up and you should be solid, as later down in this chapter we're going to do some of the side mission stuff. But for now, like I said, just pick it up. Now from that same little spot, just go over to the bookshelf and go pick it up, and you should be solid for this room. Now from that exact same room, just get out. We're going to actually go behind the first room we came into. So go over to the side, and this is where the bathroom stalls are going to be. And I believe on the first stall, that's where our audio log is going to be located at as well. Now after you're done picking that up, we're going to head on over pretty much kind of where we came from, by the elevator. Now, I know it's kind of going here, there, to there, to here, to there, but there's a purpose, right? So, again, elevator's right there. Head on over to the right of the elevator, I guess. And this is where your schematic for the Stasis pack is located at. And once again, from that same spot, we're going to go over to left, I guess, straight into this door over here. We're going to take a left over here, and this is where we'll see one of these scientists struggling for life, but we can't do anything regardless. This is where what I call the babies are here. Now this door is going to be locked until he's dead and all that, so just wait until it opens up. Make sure to kill the baby. Kill the baby. And over here to your right of the elevator, that is where the audio log is going to be located at. Don't you just love it when they're all kind of connected to each other? Anyways, from that same exact spot, we're going to go up the elevator, and we're just going to technically go straight. Just careful, the babies are back, so make sure to kill them all. And we're just going to go straight, and this is where one of our nodes is going to come out. Now, just keep in mind, if this is your first time, you probably won't be able to upgrade all of your weapons, as I technically had to do 2 playthroughs to finally upgrade everything. But anyways, regardless, here's the node. Pick it up. Now, continuing the story, this is where we're going to have to plant a bomb, and we're going to have to go play peekaboo behind this glass over here. And once this thing opens, we're going to have the explosion, obviously. This thing is going to open up, and careful, there's an enemy that's going to pop out right there. So just a heads up, make sure to take it down. And then we're going to open the door. And this is where our schematic for the Cartridge pack. This is an upgrade for the plasma cutter. So as soon as you go in there, take a left, and right on this bench, this is where it's located at. Now just a heads up, right there in that same spot, there is a node, but you can't activate it just yet. You need clearance number 1, so we're going to skip it for now. Okay, this is part of it. We're going to head back, and this time, we're going to go straight over here, and on one of the tables, this is where the next log is located at. From that same location, we're just going to go over a little bit to the left, and we're going to go straight. You'll see this hologram, and now this is part of the first side mission quest of that thing, that log that we picked up a couple minutes ago. So just watch the entirety of it. She's going to disappear, and we're going to count this as a collectible, because why the heck not, And once we are done with that one, we're going to go over to this circuit breaker, and we're going to flip the switch as this is going to open up. Use your Kinesis to slide the door open to the left, and once you go over there to this table, this is where the log, and this is still technically part of the side mission, so make sure to pick this one up. Right after that, we're going to head back, and this time we're going to pick up, flip the switch, and we're going to get the power cell, and we're going to take it across the room. And just a heads up, be careful. Once you put this power cell into that slot, a couple enemies are going to pop out. So just a heads up, and obviously I'm going to skip forward all that, So once you are done, go and enter this door that opens up, and we're going to take a right. And careful, another one pops out, so make sure to kill the baby. So take a right, and I guess another enemy. So take him down, and across the hallway, you'll see on the wall, there is our collectible, as in our log. Now from that log, we're going to take a right, and all the way across the hallway, there's going to be a log and a node. Just a heads up, careful, there's going to be quite a couple enemies are going to pop out. You know, they're going to come out of the roof, and as soon as you're done with this one, look back, you'll be able to hear it. And or actually another one, and right there where we killed the first enemy, right here on the ground, that's where our log is going to be. So pick it up, just make sure nothing is in the way, and right over to your right, that is where the node is going to be on the wall as well. Now from that node, we're actually going to have to walk quite a bit to get into log 12. So we're going to go all the way back, in a sense, of the hallway. We're going to take a right, and this is where this doctor, I guess, is being weird with their patient. As you can see, Isaac is just like, what the hell? We're going to continue going. And now this is where this little cutscene thing is going to happen, the explosion, you know. But again, nothing too crazy. What we are going to have to do is we're going to have to pick up the power cell. That's going to be right there on the floor. Pick it up and put it into the slot. And just a heads up, careful, there is a baby that pops out. So just make sure to take it down. Once you have put in the power cell, we're going to go into the elevator. And obviously, hopefully, we're going to skip this, which we did. We're going to open this door, and this is where the morgue is at. And on that bench to our right, that is where the log's going to be. So just pick it up, and we're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, continue along the story. As you saw right there, we got access to clearance 1. This is where we're going to get to this elevator. Again, it's path to the story, so just keep on going. You'll get a call from Hammond. Now, look over to the other side. So you'll have to use your Kinesis. We're going to enter this room, which is the Ishimura Clinic, and right on the other side of this, I guess, glass, that is where our almost final node. Actually, it's the one that we told you is kind of skipped for. Remember that one? Yep, we came back for it, like I told you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for our final collectible, our final node of Chapter 2, just follow exactly where we go. We're going to go back to this main center part right here. It's going to tell us to go the other way, but we're going to go straight to where, I guess you could say, some green ribs are at. I should have probably checked this out before I saved it, but, you know what? Screw it. Let's just do it. Let's just have it like that. But again, these are just all the collectibles that you can, potentially miss, right? Actually, I try to play it smart. You see how fun editing is? But we're just going to continue going. But anyways, like I said, there's still a couple more logs that you have to get, but those are all story related, if that makes sense, okay? We're going to go over to the coolant pipelines, and we're going to have to go a little bit back. I know it's kind of off the rail, but, we're going to do it for a node. We're going to kill a couple enemies, but yes, sorry. Go to the 0G therapy, and this is where we're going to have to jump on top, most likely. Yeah, it's a little, way off the path, but you should be fine still. You'll find an opening, but yeah. Anyways, let me know how I did for my my guides. If you found these helpful, I would appreciate it if you guys hit the like button, subscribe, and hopefully they're helpful again, and hopefully you're enjoying them as much as I am. As you saw, on that final cut take right there, pretty crappy, but hey, I'll see you on chapter 3. Okay, peace.